business, and it's Business 360. My name is of business, particularly when it has against the USD and the performance of the Naira. He gets to make a resourceful Japanese man had found his former publishing company worker who raved goodbye to one destitute client about $71 for good way to make money. His gigs have included with a woman who feared her Indian sari. With my friends, I feel I have a guy. I don't feel the need. The equivalent of $10 a day. African countries, but that George refuses to may use new evidence from a Twitter Musk who is attempting trial in October. A judge in claiming that the security chief spam accounts and neglected secret about his claims next week. Dollars and Musk. The saga continues between Twitter. Putin says its imposed Western sanctions imposed were in vain amid a pivot port city of Vladivostok next week in Uzbekistan. If attempts to impose behavioral patterns to their will. They remain in full until Western European leaders have claimed an oil price cap in an attempt to Russia and Europe. But years. No. You are calling to Biden's administration. It comes as business groups who microchip shortage with companies who receive the money are locked in long-running dispute plans to limit energy billions to protect people from sun. With firms also like £100 billion to pay from 1,907 that without help with soaring energy bill. The limits and for gas and electricity they pay. British Prime Minister Liz Truss.
I will deliver a supply. We will deliver, we will.
As a government, and regarding return, we will look at business and its Business 360. Bank of Canada raised the target for and with market forecast. The makers said interest rates will need to. The central bank, Canadian economies are evolving, and the war in Ukraine. Managing Director KKM Financial.
Increased interest rates by 75 basis points, the fourth consecutive interest rate hike announced by main driver of the downtick. Core inflationary pressures. In the Bank of Canada, a bit more hawkish in tone than what was expected from some market observers before they feel the need to shift the current tightening.
It will create a shift in the economy, especially of money or the value of money regarding commodities. The talking point for most analysts, the British pound continued its downward outlook due to high energy bills. Monetary policy from the Fed also worked and became New Britain's Prime Minister, but has not on Thursday with measures which is to FX commentary from.
Taking a look at the September British pound futures down 1.03%, lowest actually up about 5 basis to for the low. I'm sorry, if we were to finish up, it would be the first last 8 for the British pound. Now we defended last month's rate hike.
Let's see what the exchange is in today. Indicates the euro dropping from the parity level, and it's been a huge fight, struggling, not reasonable, a 0.06%. The US dollar is still very strong in today's. US Naira has no reasonable change based on market outlook. Similarly with pounds, Nigeria is gain points and a 0.7% look of the currency market. Let's have a look at the cryptocurrency. Most of the crypto markets are on the negative outlook, but at the moment, it's 82 points after that little rise yesterday, 1% drop for Bitcoin. In the Nigerian business outlook, formally, to foreign airlines selling tickets, according to the Minister of Aviation, would not hesitate to punish identified CAA, had been instructed to swing airlines, have blocked, local warned them to refrain from using social style of aviation.
NCAA had been.
The central bank paid their 5.6 Finance Bank Limited OS program on government, but the mark relatively in percentage increase, but palm oil and global coffee, orange just slightly upward. The stock exchange, the 49,599% decline in turnover, aggregate 98 listed with 9.76% of 10%. Don't go anywhere. News at